guys, well, you have your study guide, your notes on ancient Persia that you will have a test on next Monday. So, why is ancient Persia so great? Why are we studying it? Well, I want you to go over everything on this study guide, but I'm going to go over some of the things in green just to help you prepare for your test. Remember, I told you if it's highlighted, it's really important. It will be on the test, okay? So, ancient Persia started out as a group of people, Aryans, who came and settled in eastern Iran. There were three groups within this larger group, one of which were the Persians. They were also called the Parsa, and they settled in many locations in eastern Iran. The ancient Persians of the Achaemenid Empire created art in many forms. And remember, we talked about some of their artwork. They did metalwork. They carved into rock and cliffs. They did weaving. They were very famous for their Persian rugs and architecture. The history of carpet weaving dates all the way back to just when they were tribes and semi-nomadic and moving around. The ancient Greeks really loved the Persian rugs. They had elaborate designs and they were brightly colored. They loved them. People today still buy Persian rugs. The first Persian Empire was shaped by a different religion. It was Zoroastrianism. Most people think of Iran, Persia, and Islam, but it wasn't until the 7th century when Iran was taken over by Arabs that Islam moved in, okay? The first religion was this religion, and it's one of the oldest monotheistic, meaning they only worshiped one God. Okay? The Persian Empire lasted from 549 BC to 333 BC when they were defeated by the Greeks. It was a global location, particularly during its prime, for science, technology, culture, religion, and art. The first Persian Empire, created by Cyrus the Great, became the world's first superpower. It was the first huge empire superpower. That's one reason it's important. It united under one government three of the early civilizations in the ancient world: Mesopotamia, the Nile River Valley civilization, and the Indus Valley civilization. In 333, just like we talked about, Alexander the Great of the Greeks defeated the Persian Empire. Now, one of the famous kings was Cyrus the Great. He was a brilliant military leader, the first king of kings. He founded this first empire and the dynasty, the Achaemenid Empire. He freed the Hebrews from the Babylonians and let them go home to Palestine. He's famous for that. Codified laws, standardized taxes, and was known to be fair. Another one of the great ancient Persian kings was Darius the Great, or Darius the First. He was the greatest king of kings. He built the empire up into its mega form. He ruled when it became the largest. Okay? He unified the empire by introducing standard currency. So all throughout the empire, everybody was using the same money, and weights and measures, including making Aramaic the official language and building roads. So he got people using the same money, having good roads to travel on, speaking a common language. He really made the empire strong. And this is just a map that shows it to you. And those are the main ideas off this study guide. Be sure that you study for your test on Monday. Let me know if you need help with anything, okay? Good luck.